Trying to get it popping. Lot to talk about. It's going crazy out there, y'all. It's going crazy out there, man. It's going crazy, man. Internet streets never fail, boy. Never fails. Never fails. 50 got the algorithm jumping all over the place, man. All over the place. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the notification so you know when I'm up here. Most of all, please hit that like button. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Hit the like button, man. And make sure y'all share this, share this, share this. A lot going on out there, man. And it's wild and it's crazy. They got the internet viewers being the jury, I guess we could say, because nobody knows what's the truth. We listening to the content that's coming through and try to determine who's telling the truth or what is the truth due to the Clarissa Shields uh, allegations with the dude Maserati. But so at first I'm listening and I'm listening. I'm like, damn, is homie stunting? Did 50 Cent pay him to utilize this stunt to get it Clarissa? But I'm like, well, he an artist though. So if he an artist and he out here putting out stuff and it's not real, that'll kind of mess his brand up. Especially when, excuse me, y'all, it kind of messes his brain up, especially when it's dictated or pointed towards a woman. That would look kind of crazy. So as things is going on, more things come to the surface. Clarissa was hold on, y'all. Clarissa was going online and started reading off voicemails. I'm trying to remember if it was text messages. I'm trying to remember if it was text messages that was not through the phone. I'm thinking it was through the DM at first, or was it both? So now when she's going through her messages, it was looking as if she knew homie and was having conversations with him. I ain't gonna lie. At the beginning of it all, I'm like, kissing and telling ain't even cool at all. Kissing and telling ain't cool at all. So I don't know how homie got put into it. Status born, what up? You already know. I don't know how the Maserati Bud got put into it, but for some reason they saying this was information that 50 had in like 2024, and he never ever said nothing about it. Kept it, or I guess was minding his business. He ain't getting in none of that. Now, being at this surface that Papoose and 50 going back and forth, now he unleashed some weapons. And right now, the way it's looking, all the comments I've been reading on different podcasts, a lot of them is swaying that she had to know the guy. People saying if he was a fan, how he in your house? If he was with somebody else, he could still be a fan, but he was with her friend at her house. So that doesn't mean he's not a fan. But there was a bunch of text messages back and forth. And, and I was looking at the academics joint. Academics said something that struck or resonated with me, how women will string a guy along, play along with them, give him a little conversations and act cool with them, but talk like it's in the friend zone. Like they need something. Yo, where you at? You at the store? Can you bring me something real quick? Oh, yo, I need a quick favor real quick. And knowing that they never really gonna get a guy no rhythm, but still utilize them for whatever they need them for and keep them in the pocket. And those in the pocket guys, if they hang around long enough and the female breaks up with the man she with, they might can slide right on in there. That kind of resonated with me to me when academics said that. Status Boo said Kissing and Teller will never be real amongst real players. Hero said nobody even listens to Papoose. Status said the cheating stuff is a distraction. Somebody said IB Hassan said Pap is a bum. I wouldn't say Pap is a bum. Pap make moves. He getting his own money. People trying to throw that out there like he's getting Clarissa's money or using her for her money. One thing about a woman, if a man don't got his own, some women will take care of a man, so I can't say that. But I always seen Pat make moves before Clarissa, and he's been making moves in the game. But Pat, he always made moves. I never look at him as no bum or none of that. I can never agree with none of that. And if he around his woman and he's contributing to what she got going on, and it is bringing in money with him contributing, that means he's earning his keep. She not taking care of him. So them as a team, they supposed to stick together and get money together. There's nothing wrong with that. Pap has a name, even if he didn't never have a hit record like people saying. He still got a big name in the industry, and he's been relevant a long time without a hit record. He's still relevant, and he makes moves. So I get it, but that don't mean he don't make money doing other things. No doubt. Status, I just call it for what it is. Status Boom said, "Thank you for saying that about Pap because the way these goofies be disrespecting Pap online is wild, very, very wild. I don't know what makes somebody think that he's a bum ass dude. Yeah, you see, Pappy always look up the part before we even known about a Clarissa Shield. When he was married with, even before he was with Remy, he was making moves. But once again, him and Remy was making moves together. That's his wife. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. Can't follow everything thing you hear what everybody else say, and then they run with it wild on this internet. But if you're really gonna be real, speak real. Papa, I ain't never seen him looking crazy or look like he wanted or was wanting for anything for money or nothing. Pat was on the Busta Rhymes song. Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott. He was on that joint, but it wasn't his song, but he was on there. That was a hit record, but he contributed to that. That's why I met Pat at. That was an unfortunate day. One of Buster's securities lost his life that day. We was inside the building and we heard the shots, but we came outside and he was the security dude was laid out on the ground. That was crazy. And matter of fact, K Slate was there. And K Slate, that's my bro, God bless him. And Pat was there, so they came out. Me and my boy had to, Slade was going to his car. He had no room, so he asked us to take Pat to his car. So we had took Pat jumped in the truck with us. And I'm not speaking good because of an incident like that. We chopped it up as we ride and talking about the incident and all that. Seemed like a cool brother, but I never got into depth with him. I'm just speaking about what's real when I see anybody that's doing things and somebody say something that just don't resonate with me. It don't resonate to me that Pap is broke or don't got money and living off of a woman. I can't see that. I would have to know that firsthand. I don't. It's like somebody calling somebody a rat. Don't see paperwork. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So my main thing is looking at the text messages, man. Looking at those text messages, to me, just being honest, it looked like she was going back and forth with him, like she knew him. I can't say that it was no relationship type thing. Definitely know he wasn't Jan. If I didn't hear him say it over that conversation to her best friend, he was like, "I didn't say that I Jay. I didn't Jay. I didn't sex her." You know what I'm saying? Somebody said why she didn't block him. I don't know. That's a good question. Why she didn't block him? That's a good question. So the Nero guy said Pap owe a half a mil in taxes. Everybody be owed money in taxes. They had Russell Simmons owed tax money. They had Jermaine Dupri owed tax money. They got Fat Joe owed tax money. All of them owe tax money. You got regular people that owe tax money. That don't mean you ain't rich. That mean the government just want their money because they know you rich. And if a person could owe a half a million, if a person could owe a half a million to the government, that mean he playing with some M's. At least one M. So, that's the point right there. That shows that he not broke. You know how many people was a bum for not paying they taxes, if that's the case? And the ones that didn't pay it, like Wesley Snipes, then Wesley Snipes go to jail for not paying taxes. Come on, bro. That doesn't solidify nothing. Facts, many of them. So that don't mean that nobody broke. They probably saying, I don't wanna pay. Tired of the government robbing me. The government robbing everybody for this tax stuff, man. That's a fact. Status said, I'm down with Pap, and I believe that Remy was bogus. This ninja Maserati sip had access to Clarissa he should have never had. Right. And see, that's just the thing right there. If he really had this type of access, and even if Clarissa knew it, in my mind, speaking to her like if I was a family member or a big brother, should have just left it alone and even say nothing out of anger back at 50, and or would have said, yeah, he had access to me. Me and Pat wasn't like that at that time. And he was trying to holler, but I wasn't giving him no rhythm. Yeah, we chopped it up here and there, just kept it 1,000. I would have shut him all the way down. All the way down. But, I guess her main thing was showing that he never sexed her. That's a lie, because that's what she looked like she was mainly focused on. And my thing is, what I really came up here to say is a lot of people that's in that celebrity world. This is the prime or the main thing or the main reason why I always say keep people out of your relationships. On these Instagrams and Facebooks, everybody want to, yeah, I said yes and showing the ring and showing your wedding stuff. And it's like some men do it because the women want to say, what, you hide or something? You ashamed to put me on your thing, on your social media? Some men um some men that do it is is because the woman put pressure on them about doing it. Women do it for showing off reasons, stunting on their women friends, or and for the life of me, I can't understand it because normally it's always somebody in that far left corner. It's like chess, man. That horse come out to the left and bang him right in the head, and now the relationship over. 3 weeks, 2 months. You don't see no more of the pictures online, on no social media. Somebody saying something about something. The wife might hear about it and take it out of context. Oh yeah, where you was at that night? I remember that night 2 years ago when you disappeared, and he really might disappear for a real reason, or not even call it disappeared. He might be drunk, fell asleep at a friend's house. I'm just giving an example. Didn't call her, but somebody that came up with an excuse to put something in the wife, fiance, girlfriend head because they seen it on social media. Now they're all in the shambles, man. All in the shambles. Status said I meant to say Clarissa instead of Remy. Excuse me. No doubt. And yeah, Pap is still married. I mean, Remy, they didn't get the divorce yet. I don't know. That's another story. That was still up in the air. But still, at the end of the day, they separated. Clarissa is his girl at this point. And I'm saying 2 years ago, they really wasn't even like that. They still wasn't even public when all of this stuff was going on with her and the guy, uh, Maserati. Whether she admit to it or not, as far as them having a homeboy and homegirl relationship, and he was really trying to holler, but she was interested in Pat. We're looking at it to grow more than what it was at that time. They still, I think they didn't really come out around that time. And they wasn't locked in the way they locked in now, is what I'm saying. See, a lot of people was talking as if she was all the way locked in, but now it's done turned around and transformed over to her not being truthful about it because of the text messages that's being read now. That's the only thing that's going crazy right now. Status Boom said the way she was going back and forth with Maserati in the text messages lead leads me to believe leads me to believe something happened between them. Ain't no way this goofy should be able to contact Clarissa so easily. Kenny Mac, what's up? DC in the building, salute. DC, I love DC, man. Got some real GGs up there, man. Real thorough dudes, but good dudes, though. Good dudes. So, yeah, I mean, it's making a lot of people wonder. But when you look at the messages, it don't look like it's no messages like she rocking with homie. It's messages like she might have been, stringing him along or being cool. But then when he started getting more aggressive of trying to get with her, this is what it seems to me. She was trying to tell him nah, tell him no, and he still giving her the reasons why he would be a good fit for her and all that. So in my opinion, I could be wrong. She could break it down. Somebody could break it down, drop it in the comments, what she meant behind those messages that she didn't have no real traction with homie on no level the way she's saying it. Basically, like he was stalking. Status said the Maserati cat looked really hurt in the video. Only sips with broken hearts try to expose women that way. King Max said Pap can rap, but Ninja 20 years, no songs, no album. Ninja, it's never anything possible though. Somebody might luck up and grab and get a hit out there sometime, man. Anything's possible. As long as you stay doing it, something is bound to happen. If you don't do something, then you'll get nothing. If you do something, you might get something. If it makes sense. Anything's possible. But I never really seen Pat really look like he put out music to even try to make a hit. He was working at that distribution company. I don't think he worked there no more. I haven't heard him talk about it anymore. But anything possible. But one thing to never do, man, putting your relationships out on these social medias, man. Because now you allow everybody to be into your business, everybody to opinionate on something. And a lot of things just not even that serious. But when the internet get a hold of it and keep talking and talking, they don't change the narratives on this part. They'll change the narrative on another part, make you look like you said this, or make whatever you said sound like it was supposed to mean something else. And then that get ran over that way, then another one goes up that way, like crazy. Yeah, man. Attention is the new drug, man. Attention is the new drug. And it gets you in these type of things, these type of situations inside of your own home, inside of your own relationship, man. I was with somebody for 17 years. We was never putting our relationship on social media, never. But whoever that knew us knew that we was together. That's it. I didn't have to let nobody know or have to broadcast my woman online to make her know that I treat her good. I always just treat her good. That's it. Period. And we just grew apart when we broke up. That was it. On good terms also. Still my peoples. But we never did all that social media stuff, man. Never. And I hate this for Pap and Clarissa. I hate it when that thing happened with him and Remy. Pap, his character to me seems like a good dude. great dude, always looking humble online. Never really heard nothing bad about him. Till all this type of stuff surfaced, man. And only thing you ever heard was him as being a good man to his woman, and that's not easy to find out here. A lot of women knew that. A lot of women know that and says it a lot. You got some men that just keep it at 1,000. I'm keeping it 1,000. So but this one right here, I don't look at it as she was cheating on Pat with homeboy. Only thing I can say, in my opinion, is just her defending it and then reading off some stuff, chopping it up with him. I don't know what did start the beef with 50 and Pat. I think 50 said something to him first, the first time when they first started, and then it got quiet. We ain't heard nothing about it. Then since 50 been going at Jim Jones and who else? The Jim Jones and then Ti, and then I think Pat got back into it, was saying something again. I don't know if 50 started back with him again, but I think Pat just felt that he wasn't finished with 50. He can jump back on, getting out there, getting on fifth again, and maybe that started this back up. It's like, wow, this getting crazier and crazier, man, and crazier. So now with Clarissa coming out, Status Boom said, I don't believe the allegations either. However, the way Clarissa is going about it looks bad. Right. And that's my point too. Is like trying to defend it, but then reading off those messages, calling him a stalker, he a weirdo, reading the messages. Did you see the video? I don't know if it's AI or not. Somebody said you could see the hand on Clarissa's shoulder come across a light skinned hand. They was like, that looks crazy. But then I rewinded it back. I could see the hand because I was wondering what that was, but it moved fast. So I see the hand, but I could see the face was there too. And the hand was there. You can see like the bridge of the nose, and then they sit back. So whoever that was leaning up forward, put their hand on her, and then lean back. So she's in the car, and homie was in the car. I think homie was driving. And things like that, if it's not AI, is now people gonna want to hear the second story now. Being that Clarissa came online and showed the text messages and showed that he was, trying to holler or was hollering, and she told him to stop, take my joint off your page, my pictures off your page, and things of that nature. So for him to have pictures and all that up there, and the girlfriend called and told her that she automatically should have thought, what else this guy been filming and not saying around, hanging around us? And that's the deep part about the situation, man. That's the deep part. But her actually cheating on Pat with homie, I ain't jacking that. I ain't jacking that. And me knowing it, me analyzing it, I really feel like she should have said he was in my DM, or maybe she think Pat wasn't gonna like it. I don't know. Maybe she was thinking public opinion gonna say, "See, you was." Oh, he could have just kept it 1,000. I don't think they was tight like that 2 years ago. If I could remember, Status said he had access. That must be explained. IG. Yeah. But the access, what she said was her home girl. She said her home girl brought him around. Tracy Levette said 50 above is mad because they thought they was running something. Nope, didn't happen. Um, Dave Regappy, I don't know what that is, enjoying their birthday as we speak. That's a beautiful thing because now it's like she gonna have to tell the second story with the film, the footage with him, she ride in the car and all that. But at the end of the day, still homeboys and homegirls riding cars all the time, man. Maybe she just ain't want Pat to feel some type of way, but end of the day, just keep it real, man. I had the dude around. He was hanging with my people. She bought him. I let him come to the crib because she said he was all right. Let him hang around, and he was cool. So, but he ended up trying to holler, but I told him no. Certain stuff like that, man. Kenny Mack said 50 already said he's the bad guy a long time ago. People, y'all must have forgot. He definitely said he's the bad guy. He owns up to it. He said he'll care. But I'm sure they'll get around it. Public opinion always gonna have their opinion. People try to say Pap ain't going nowhere because he got to be around the money and all that. Ain't no real man gonna be a fool for no money, especially when they make their own moves. And once again, I'm a roll with how I always seen Pap, even through the media or just run across with somewhere. He always looked like he was getting some money to beat. While Remy was in jail, after Remy, and whatever he did with him and Remy, they supposed to because they are a couple. Couples getting money together. It's called power couple. Now he's with Clarissa. If they rocking and rolling together and getting money together, he's bringing in. She or Clarissa already said it. Pap set her up with a lot of stuff to make money. So why she ain't gonna make sure her man get money? Facts. That's just that. Tracy Levette said 50. He's more than bad. He's lonely, miserable with all that money and no love, life, or family life. He's jealous inside. That's what a lot of people been saying. A lot of people been saying that. One thing about 50 though, that's hard for a lot of people to do is care about what somebody say about them, man. And he's just one of them guys. Dame Dash the same way. He don't care what nobody say about him neither. He's the same way. He don't care. You can talk what you want to talk. He ain't stopping his show. He's smiling every day, and he always been like that. So that's just a lot of people that just don't care, and that's one good big defense mechanism towards anybody. That means anything you say bounce off me, and then I'm still fire back at you when I feel like it. That's just how that goes, man. So yeah, but anybody, man, Pooh Fly, what up? Pooh Fly said, "Bro, I seen you in a movie. Where? Which movie you seen?" Tracy Levette said he cares. If he didn't, he wouldn't be posting clown ass ish about people. Well, my opinion, Why he do it? He do it for these reactions right here. To keep things rocking and rolling and moving things and everybody selling stuff. Even me talk about it right now, I'm gonna make me some money off talking about it. He's keeping, that's why he calls himself Mr. Algorithm and all that. So in his mind, he don't care. He gonna say what he feel about somebody that he don't rock with like that and keep it going. I don't agree with it because nitpicking with people got a lot of people hurt on these platforms and things of the nature. Everybody don't got no 50 cent money to have security with them all the time. Oh yeah, paid it for. Yeah. I did mostly consultant work for it, but I did about 2 scenes in that joint. One of them, became popular. So I make my moves and get my checks hosting parties and all that. But yep, that's a fact. Ron Boog, salute. Ron Boog said to keep things going, but it's nasty. Yeah, that's a fact. You need to keep things going, keep things stirred up, because everybody know on these YouTube streets, people love controversy more than anything. The chaos of the controversy. My boy, what's his name, Big Ant on UPTV, one of my good podcasts. I like his podcast. The controversy, chaos, and stuff he said. But that's what he be doing, man. That's what 50 doing. And he don't care nothing about it, what it might bring. And I don't, like I said, I don't agree with it either because it got a lot of people hurt. But once again, everybody don't got money like 50 to have security and hold things down because it can get like that. And on this planet, I tell people all the time, anybody can get it. It don't matter who you is. So it's a dangerous game, but you gotta have the right type of security. They say 50 be having the Navy SEAL security, so you better come correct playing with them boys, cause you have regular security. Even the regular security can get it. That's dangerous. I don't even think people that do regular security will want to even be 50 security because they know being with him what that might bring at any time. They are trained to de-escalate, not escalate. So they know they with a guy that escalates and got things escalated every day. So wherever they go with him, it's gotta be on point. Gotta be. And if you come in like you gangster, you come into these trained uh, Navy type dudes, you better be prepared for what's gonna come with it. And that's a fact. Status Boone said when they work with the police, it seems to make these people think that they are invincible. Yes, it's kind of equivalent to you give a little ninja a gun, or even not even a little ninja, older nigga gun, tell me a whole list, man. We going up at the club. Now they got that. They feel invincible. They hoping somebody look at them crazy, and they staring at people just because they know they got that. No, you have that just in case somebody start with us. That don't mean you start trouble with them. No, not to have somebody around me like that. Nah, bro, that ain't what we doing, man. We ain't here to start no trouble. We want to come, have some fun, talk to the ladies, sip on something, and go home. We ain't here to look for no trouble because you got the thing on you. No, it's almost equivalent to that. So it's a deep one right here, man, because the whole world is in Pap's business with his woman, for real. I don't understand why people want to crash out. I don't either, man, for the life of me. And it's like with that fentanyl stuff, man. Why everybody would be taking fentanyl, knowing throughout the years how many people have passed away from that stuff. Just a little bit of it. It make people want to get more. Why? Why people even want to sell it? I don't even want to see it. And now they Trump done named it like like a war drug, like a war crime type drug, and people still playing with it. They just bust a dude in North Carolina down here like with 5 birds of it. Man, listen. Pufla said, "Good's not good enough." That's crazy, and that's a good thing. You're right, but you know what? People putting it in the weed now. And why would you sneak that in weed? Hopefully it's good to the person you give it to. Now they're gonna want to come back and get some more. You put the wrong amount in the weed. Now that person passed away. They find out about it. Now you going to jail for murder. That's stupid to me. And you're right. Stick with some good Zon, make y'all some money. You can make the same amount of money selling weed. Like, come on. But everybody want to be crash outs, man. Everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be in the club when they deep with other dudes and want to look at people funny and wow, what you look at that dude and jump on dudes instead of going there and have fun and chill. Meet you a nice lady. It's crazy, man. King Max said we are living in Planet Goofy for real, for real. Yeah, man. It makes me wonder. Even on this internet, man, some of the people say some of the craziest stuff. Some of the people will support a brother or even a sister up here knowing they doing ignorant stuff, man. Knowing they doing ignorant stuff, and they still will support a person. Can you imagine someone with ample resources making a documentary about you to intentionally make you look like a criminal to trigger criminal investigation and new charges against you? Police 101, that's what Status Boom said. Yeah, that's deep, man. That's deep. That's very deep, man. It's very deep. But the 50 documentary didn't get no charges put on Puff though. A lot of that stuff was regurgitated stuff that we already knew already, man. A lot of it. Pooh Fly, I appreciate you, bro. For real. Appreciate that. Gotta try to stay solid out here, man. We all we got. For real. And I like to just tell the truth for what it is when I come on the internet. That's why my subscribers is going the way it's going, man. If I start talking crazy about people, I get a bunch so fast. But I can't do that. That ain't even in my style. I like to educate and show what really is what's real when people turn a truth into something stupid. People is creepy. Uh, what's the name? Keo K. Great. My bad if I said wrong. He said people is creepy, but that's a fact, man. Kenny Mack said if you know exactly, if you know, you know. He said 50 working on T.I. and Tiny documentary. Jazzy, salute. Greetings to you too. Status Bull said we are the same. Don't chase an algorithm, create one. Facts. I agree to that. Let's create one, man. But I don't know. T.I. 50 had said he was doing the Big Meats documentary with the girl Tammy Goins. We ain't seen that one yet. Ain't seen that yet. Ti also said he gonna do one on 50. He said let's do a documentary for documentary then. They changing the game up, y'all. A rap battle, that's documentary battles. So yeah, We'll see, but we ain't. I haven't seen nothing that confirmed 50 gonna do that. Um, he's gonna do the Ti and Tiny joint, which they wasn't. They denied all claims. They never been charged in nothing sexual, whatever. They saying Tasha K supposed to have two victims against that was tried to bring those claims up against them. But all that's messy. All that's silly vanilly. Because all that's your word against somebody else's word going on a talk show and getting paid to do it. Jazzy said, but you know how 50 will bring it out of nowhere with his connections. Yeah, no doubt. Even the one with Puff, though, that wasn't his. That was Netflix. They just used his name for it. So we waiting to see. Our text says, salute the Street Knowledge Podcast. Let's understand O has been activated by his superiors to cause confusion amongst his own people. Salute to you. Who you talking about? Oskino? Yeah, we wait to see if Fifth Cup